Very neat. So I like how simple it is, but also it's kind of like the easy button. Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Greg if you're new here. We're looking at Logic Pro's new features. I just saw that they had an update 10.8. The first thing I noticed is deliver a release-ready mix with Mastering Assistant and its professional palette of intuitive sound shaping tools. It makes me think of like the drummer tracks where they're kind of using a little bit of AI and kind of an algorithm to build out things based on the things around it, if that kind of makes sense. I've loaded up a track, so here's the sound of it. On the master output channel strip, just click on mastering. It loads up the plugin by itself. The first thing it'll do is take a look at your entire project, see everything you've got in there, and then decide, okay, your frequencies here are low, or vice versa. Look at your dynamics, so it's going to apply some limiting there as well. And then finally, it's going to look at your phase. Make sure kind of left and right speakers are together. All right, so I've got my Mastering Assistant open. It's decided we have too much low mids, so it's carved out a whole bunch there. A little bit of sub frequencies it's boosted. Looks like my high end as well. It's kind of added some more clarity there on the top. But I'm gonna go ahead and play this. Here is bypassed. All right, you do notice it does add quite a bit of clarity, especially on that snare. If I jump into a much bigger portion of the song, let's go here. Very neat. So I like how simple it is, but also it's kind of like the easy button. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just play with some of the dynamics and some of the spread. Dynamics, obviously it's a limiter. It looks at my peaks and some of my loudness averages. So right here, let's go ahead and go to this section right here. I do notice as I hit the excite, it does get a little bit more crispy. So I am noticing a little bit more of that saturation as I hit the excite. It might just be one of those adjusted to taste. I think for this video, I'm gonna go ahead and keep Excite off. If you think it sounds a little bit more distortion-y, I guess you can kind of turn off Excite and adjust your loudness. But by default, it should kind of avoid that crispiness. Go to stereo spread. Right here, I'm noticing this is just like the correlation meter. So really, it's just gonna look at your phase of your entire mix. As you spread more stuff stereo left and right, it's giving more opportunity for your mix to kind of fall apart there. Whereas you want left and right to push in and out at the same time as the speakers are playing the music. If you're listening on headphones, it might be easier to tell. It's gonna feel like you're carving out some of the lows in the center of your mix. And it's the opposite if you pull that back. I do want to hear how it sounds as I break out of this large section into keys. The traditional route of mastering is going to be something along the lines of you drop a whole bunch of reference tracks into a project and you just try to get your levels, your volumes, your phase, all that stuff to kind of match the reference track. This is an easy way to kind of dive into mastering if you have not done anything like that before. I think it's always good to learn your tools, learn what mastering plugins you can use, but overall, big picture, I think this is definitely a win for the Logic Pro community. I think the best part of this is the fact that it's like free. Is this plugin a game changer? I don't know just yet. It's still pretty new, but ultimately, I'm glad to see some mastering tools thrown into Logic now. Any other third-party plugin would probably cost $100, $200 for something just like this. If you like this kind of stuff, drop a comment down below and let me know what else you'd like to see, or just give it a like. It kind of helps me gauge what people are interested in. Anyway, thank you so much, and we'll talk to you next time.